Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination.
So amazing is the moonlight that makes me wonder why we separated, or am I faded? You shine so bright, it's an understatement. Single is overrated. If you get too close, my baby might let you take me back. Take me back, baby. Take me back, baby, baby, baby. Take me back, baby. Hindsight. 2020, you've been so patient. Oh, I kept you waiting. You want me back, baby? Then take me back, baby. It's in the night when I think I made it. When all day dedicated, 18 hours without breaking. Not thinking about us. Then in my mind, you're next to me laying. Those memories keep playing. Am I high or am I crazy? Might let you take me back. Take me back, baby. Back. Take me back, baby, baby, baby. Take me back, baby. Hindsight. Take me back, baby. It's 2020. You've been so patient. Oh, I kept you waiting. You want me back, baby? Then take me back, baby, baby. Only one to turn me on and turn me out.
Sana, I'm so lightheaded. Kungathi nje I'm going to pass out. Kungathi ngizoquleka. I should have eaten something before this workout, yes, because ndimo uchanile. I was hoping to also do a walk after my workout, but Sanalam, I have deadlines that I need to go and meet. And bulisanga no bulisa. Molweni guys. Molweni. Bonjour. Sanbonani Dumelang. If you are new here, my name is Zizi. We do lifestyle content on this channel mainly in the form of vlogs. But every now and again, we do a cute girl chat. We do beauty videos every now and again. So if that is your type of vibe, if we like y'all, please consider subscribing to this channel. I promise the content is free. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it really means a lot to me as the creator, and it just affirms why so if you keep coming back to the content, please guys, give back, you know. Let this be a two-way relationship. I give, you give, you know. please consider subscribing by that, like, comment, and share with anybody who you think might enjoy the content here. Okay, Bendisi Tigesana, I just did a 45-minute workout with my trainer, and then I was meant to do a 45-minute walk on the treadmill straight after, but she got deadlines, and I submitted my Shein content last week. I think I submitted it on Thursday. Yeah, on Thursday. The client reverted back today with some changes, but luckily I don't have to refilm anything because the changes are quite minor. So I need to go back and edit that and send it this morning, and I also need to finish editing another reel that's also due for review, and submit that today as well. Today's Tuesday, by the way. Yeah, we'll chat later. I have other things planned for the day. Yeah, but we'll chat as the day goes. This is going to be a weekly vlog as per usual, and I hope that you enjoy it. Yeah, let's go home and do some work. Sama so senza.
Stay on my job, like no days off, so you can go home with that. Jump on, jealousy, my bad. Can't wait for me, 'cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey.
Sana, it's the same day, yeah, just later in the day, but we're back at Cielo. Hopefully kule game sizobane luck. You're waiting a little bit. Let's go inside. Sana, how cute would this be for my patio outside my bedroom? Breakfast on a Saturday morning with my husband. Even this, Sana, morning routine, journaling, sitting here in the sun. This is the bed that I want, okay? Like that headboard. It's not my first choice, but it's readily available, so I think decided.
Because most of our combos come with this
Headboard.
no bed base.
No, the base I don't mind. This is the bed that I originally wanted, but Sana is stock asiko. It's a little bit more grown, I guess, but I'm gonna have to wait like 6 weeks, and I'm not willing to wait that long for it, to be quite honest. You phoned me just on time.
What's happening?
My friend, what do you think of this bed and this color? Man, how do I flip this? Oh, I thought chinchilenas. What do you think of this bed?
It's beautiful, my friend. Didn't you say you likes this color?
He does, and he likes this particular bed. No?
Yeah.
It's fine, I'll take this one.
The Alaska gray.
Yeah.
And the king.
Yeah. You said how long is it going to take to deliver?
7 to 14 working days. May come
Working
sooner.
days.
Yeah, it may come sooner, but they leave the standard lead time is 7 to 14.
Isn't that like 3 weeks? Because 14 working, because there's 5 working days in a week.
It's not going to be exactly 40 days, but in case there's any
Delays, okay.
we use third-party courier companies.
Okay. And can you check for me if they come with clamps?
Okay.
Yeah. To hold the bases together. Okay, Gento Mindy, Tatak.
Proud of you, Ndombi.
Sana. And because the Tangy King, Sana, they said you get 2 single bases. No, as in, like, you know, the base of the bed is 2 single beds together. Abanai King, a base, or you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to check if it actually comes with clamps to hold the beds, the bases together.
Yes.
Yeah. But if not, I guess I'll just buy it, or I'll buy suspenders to hold them together.
To hold them together.
Yeah.
8,314.
Yes.
Can you please just write it down here for me as well?
Hold on, Demi, please just give me a moment, ne?
Okay.
No, you're starting again.
Sana, I hope I'm not gonna regret this decision of buying a king size bed, yeah?
Oh, my friend. I wish I could tell you.
I so wish I'm not gonna regret it.
No, you hopefully have it by then.
Okay. Oh, to the client. Okay.
So I mean, you're looking at
Maybe a week or so. Next week. Okay. So I need to just make sure I have my mattress by then. Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
you're most welcome to before. Thanks for shopping with us.
Thank you. I got the bed. One, I got in that color that I was showing you guys. But one, I hope I don't regret it in jail. I hope I don't regret it because I got like this gray. It's not a cool tone gray. It's more like a neutral. It's more like a neutral gray bed. And the only reason I got it is because that's the only color that was available that I liked. The colors that I do like are not available, and to be honest, I need this bed quickly, and so I just took what they have available. And she was saying about hopefully by the end of next week I should have it. That means I have to go buy a mattress. There's a girl that DM'd me on Instagram and told me to go check a mattress shop in Centurion, so we're gonna try to do that this week so I can go purchase a mattress, and then I need to purchase new bedding because obviously our current bedding is for a double bed, but now that we're getting a king size bed, we're gonna need to get new bedding. So we're gonna need to get new sheets, we're gonna need to get king size pillows, king size pillowcases, a king size duvet covers, zonke zazinto sana. So this purchase sana it's only the beginning. I've just bought like the skeleton. I need to buy the mattress and I need to buy bedding, and then there's gonna come the mission to buy new bedside pedestals. The pedestals that I have are the Momo pedestals from at home. I'm gonna have to get rid of those and buy new pedestals, so there's gonna be that purchase as well. But at least, you know what, we're making progress. We have the bed, so I have peace in my heart to buy progress. Yeah, let me go home. In fact, let me just pause the shop quickly and get the Hubs and I chicken licken salad, because as much as I can't do it today. I feel so tired and lightheaded. I don't know if it's my workout or what, but I feel tired and lightheaded. And when I came out of my workout this morning, I quite literally thought I was going to faint. So let me just get us takeouts. I think there's like chicken licken right here. Actually, I don't even have to go far. I just hope it has a drive-through, and then I'll go home. I need to take out my wig lines. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going for a shoot tomorrow with L'Oreal Professional, like the hair care products. I'm shooting tomorrow in Randburg, and I need to make sure I take out my wig lines for that shoot, because it's going to be like a hair shoot. They're going to be washing and treating and styling my hair, and that's like the shoot. It's a campaign for Instagram that I'm doing, so I need to make sure I'm prepped for that. I need to make sure an outfit for tomorrow is prepped for that. Hey, you know what, let me go home. Let me get takeout, go home and do the preps that I need to do for tomorrow. Today I spent the whole day basically editing, Sana. It's already 5 o'clock. I spent the whole day editing today, and I only came here at 4. Back like 4:30. I got you at 4:30. And I'm supposed to walking in Patterson and even way born. My sister tried to call me. Let me drive. Hopefully she'll answer while I'm driving. Ew. And I guess, like, if we hate it, we can always just sell it. Something I also didn't want was to be like, you know, when you have like decision paralysis and then you just never end up making a purchase. Because I feel like we've been thinking about it for like 2 months now, and we're not coming to a decision. So I'm glad we just made this purchase, and then if it doesn't work, like if the bed is too big for our room, or if we just hate the way it looks in our bedroom, we'll sell it.
Yeah.
And just buy another one. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yes, abono taxi bus pete.
Do you buy the chicken?
No, I'm on my way now. You happy with chicken licken?
Yeah.
There's a chicken licken. Did you get up? There's a chicken licken right here. I just want to check if it has a drive-through first before I go all the way that side. But if it doesn't have a drive-through, I'm going to the other one because I don't want to come out of the car. Okay, I'll see you Nana. Are you happy we made the purchase?
I am, Shem. I think it's important that we pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And move forward. Otherwise, we're going to spend money on food all the time.
This is a to be honest. It depends.
Okay, man.
Okay, sir. I'll see you now. Okay, luckily this chicken licken has a drive-through, son. Otherwise, been as we make.
Chicken licken, this is your order.
Hello, can I please have 2 feed my cravings?
2 feed my cravings.
Yebo.
Alright, anything else?
And then can I also have two mini loaves?
And 2 mini loaves, alright.
Yeah. No, nothing else.
Alright, chicken fried in this.
In fact, can you make that 3 mini loaves?
3 mini loaves, alright.
Yeah.
Alright, chicken fried in this.
Okay, thank you. Hello. Hello. Good, thanks. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. You too. You too. Hello. Thank you. Okay. We got the good. Let's go. Sana, it's so steep up. Hibo. Jesus. Sana, ingayo choni camera yami yo wapa. Guys, molweni, bonjour. It's the next day, yeah. Today is Tuesday. No, I'm lying. It's Wednesday. It's the 17th of July. I was meant to go shoot with L'Oreal this morning, but it didn't work out. Yeah, let's leave it at that. And I'm now attending the Crocs event in Rosebank, and I'm with my sister. That's her over there. She's my +1 for this event. But before we go inside, I want to show them my shoes. Before we go inside for this event, I want to show you guys Lama Crodoms that Crocs sent me. Sada, look at these shoes. So Crocs is launching this Crocs Height collection. You guys know how like normal Crocs look like. They're launching this Crocs Height collection. So they sent me this in PR maybe like a week ago. So these are the shoes I'm gonna wear to this event. I kind of wish I had worn something a little bit more casual, but it's fine. These are the shoes, and these are like the little giblets accessories that they picked out for me. They've got like Teletubbies, Hello Kitty. They're so cute. This is what they're launching, and this is the point of today's event. So I'm gonna wear this, and we're gonna go inside and enjoy this event. I hope there's food center because I am hungry. I'm wearing my Sambas right now, so I'm just gonna take those off and wear these Crocs for this event.
That's so cute.
It's so cute, right?
Love it. See?
Those are my shoes, guys, for this event.
They're so cute.
I'm gonna put them some.
Oh, indeed. Must we do a whole outfit check?
Yes. You might get this button's open.
Okay.
Please don't mind my hair band. I took out my wig lines because I thought I was shooting this morning. That's why my hair looks crazy.
I think it still looks very cute.
Thanks, girl.
So let's get into the face card, never decline, period. Okay,
Period.
and then let's get into the outfit, and then let's get into the shoes.
I feel like when we were together at the Meta event, I was wearing this exact dress.
I feel like you were.
I was, ne?
I feel
I
like
need
you
to
were.
get a belt for it though.
Yeah, but this outfit kind of eats, hey?
It eats, right?
It does. I'm really not mad at the dress, hey? It was the perfect dress for this.
Thanks, honey. Let's go inside, guys, and enjoy this event.
Finally don't get enough. Finally be riding on my way. Finally woke up with some luck in the book. I don't give a what someone say. Finally got my friends in the back of my roller. We gon' make it big one day. We gon' make it big, I say. We gon' make it big, just stay in there. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a while. Haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the frame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Smell all the roses. Smell all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment with me. Stay in the moment.
my sister? Hi, I'm from Team A. Thank you, Team A. Hi, I'm Silso. I'm from Team B. Hi, I'm CK. I'm from Team B. Thank you so much, Team B.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace and this is Vicky. And we are the winning team.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm Auntie from Team D.
I'm Leah. I'm Team D. So, by the way, I forgot a voucher for 5,000 rands. Please don't forget to tag Crocs ZA and use the hashtag #ComeAsYouAre. Right! If you think you know the Crocs brand well, side eye. You're gonna take part in a pop quiz right now. Okay. What is the name of the Crocs we are celebrating here today? The collection. The name of the collection.
Height collection.
Period.
Correct. What is the Crocs tagline?
Come as you are.
Period. Team A is already in the lead. What is the official name for the charms you put on your Crocs?
Oh, that was me.
Gibbons! Thank you, GB. What is the official handle for the company we're at?
No.
At Crocs ZA! Please don't forget to use the hashtag at Crocs ZA. No, my babe. It is at Crocs ZA. It's so rich. You see me, I was looking there. I will need both team members to help with the demonstration. So the first team to do it will be the team that wins. Can you show us what sport mode is? So the winner for today goes to the one and only Team A. And here's your voucher. Thank you guys so much for participating.
Just give you a moment. Stay with me. I know you're hiding behind that pretty brown face. I see you.
Yeah, so I can put it back. Guys, we are done at the Crocs event. It's almost 4 o'clock, yeah, and we are headed to Santon. Sana, did this girl not win a 5,000 rand voucher to spend at Crocs? Her and Ubuli Makuba, the other influencer, entered like a giveaway. Imake, let's drive. We'll catch up when we get to Santon. Guys, so I was saying, Sana, please don't mind my hair, ne? The coupe e-wig lines is all under the assumption band your shooter namhlanje. But that didn't end up happening. That's why I have this hair that looks like this. We back from the event. It was so nice. Like, that Crocs event was actually so nice. We had such a nice time. The food was amazing. Like, Crocs and Crocs' agency, y'all did a good job, okay? Y'all did a good job. The host, like the MC Ukanyi, she did such a wonderful job. Like, we had such a nice time. So I was saying, go to this babe won, guys, a 5,000 rand voucher with Ubuli Makuba. They entered like the giveaway, not the giveaway, like the competition, and they had to answer questions about the brand. And so they seem to know the answers, and they beat the other teams by a landslide. So we're here to buy Crocs. Basically, we're at the mall now. We're gonna go pick out a couple of pairs of Crocs, purchase, and then head home. You need to go to my house to go to get your camera now. We're gonna go to my house to go get her camera, and then I'm gonna go drop her off at her place. Yeah. Okay. I hope her Crocs is not far from this entrance. Yeah,
I don't even know where it is.
Isn't Crocs close to Adidas? It's not.
Adidas is on the other side.
Adidas is close by the side. Because remember, there's poetry here. I'm parked where there's poetry.
Oh, I'm not familiar with this
with this entrance.
But I know where Adidas is.
Is Crocs there? I don't know why in my mind I feel like Crocs is round about where Adidas is.
It makes sense. I feel like I've seen it somewhere there.
Same. I also feel like I've seen Crocs somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, Sizobon. Sana, my shape where it's like stopping my circulation.
Get skims, girl.
Engage Sana, and data.
Don't worry, I've got you.
Sana, those are the Crocs that she got in her goodie bag. Sana, she could choose whatever. Aside from the fact that she won a 5,000 Rand Crocs voucher, they gave her these Crocs. Sana, this was her gift, and then these ones are mine. So you see, they're slightly different,
especially at the back.
Yeah, they're slightly, in fact, not slightly, they're quite a lot different.
Yeah, the back
I see you climbing, been trying to find your way. Let's see you smiling. Since we were stuck in LA, babe, come jump the rooftop and come watch the skyline with me. You made this work, I made this worse. We fell apart 1,000 times, 1,000 times. You moved away, I'm here to stay. I wish I could go back in time, back in time. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so deep. Swear I spent the last few years just trying to change. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you, please. Is there any chance you're thinking about me? If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me? Make no mistakes, babe, won't you come back to me? Stop until you're here, till you're here. You're miles away. It's safe to say it's almost like you've disappeared, disappeared. I'm so sorry that I hurt you so deep. Swear I spent the last few years just trying to change. I'm on my knees and I'm begging you, please. Is there any chance you're thinking about me? If I change my ways, babe, won't you come back to me? Make no mistakes, babe, won't you come back to me? Come back, come back, come back, won't you come back to me? Just wanna let you know that I'll do anything to get you here. I'm telling you that there ain't no other way back. asking when you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Said maybe if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently. Things are different, I'm a new me. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. So even if you're asking, even if you're asking, 'cause I do what I do, and it's time for something new. Yeah, gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go. Sometimes giving up can make you grow. Can make you grow. Can make you grow. Don't wanna be stuck in a spot, telling you it ain't what I thought. Don't wanna be stuck in a spot, 'cause I don't really like what I got, so I changed it bit by bit. It's not ungrateful, just being helpful for me and you. 'Cause we gotta go our own way, gotta go our own way. Yeah, this was not a good stay, gotta go our own way. 'Cause I do what I do, and it's time for something new. Yeah, gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go. Sometimes giving up can make you grow. Can make you grow. Can make you grow. I don't appreciate the chase. Now there's nothing here for me. Yeah. I gotta go, I'll fly away to a new space. You know, I don't appreciate the chase. Now there's nothing here for me. Yeah. I gotta go, I'll fly away to a new space. 'Cause gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go. Sometimes giving up can make you grow. Can make you grow. Can make you grow. Sometimes. Gotta know when to let go. Gotta know when to let go.
You see this hairdryer? This hairdryer here, this is the Dyson Supersonic hairdryer. This is the best hairdryer I have ever used in my life. It's not sponsored, like this video is not sponsored. I bought this Dyson with my very own money last year, maybe like a year ago. My husband had bought me the Dyson Airwrap when my hair was still relaxed. And to be quite honest, that hairdryer was a bit disappointing. I had wanted it for so long because, you know, I was influenced over there by TikTok and Instagram. It disappointed me a little bit, not on my extensions but on my own hair, like my own natural hair, because like I started transitioning back to natural hair in 2022. Yeah, I think my last relax was around about September 2022, and I started transitioning back to natural hair, and I found that when it came to my like new growth, my like natural hair 4C hair, the Dyson Airwrap wasn't great. It worked great on like extensions and on wigs, chef's kiss, but on my own hair I felt like the curl didn't hold. I felt like it took way too long to like actually dry my hair. So I went back to the drawing board and I did a little bit more research, and then I saw a lot of the girls who had natural hair and wore silk braces, like wore their natural hair straight, so their hair wasn't relaxed but they still wore it straight, used this, the Dyson Supersonic. So that, okay, you know what, let me buy it. And the nice thing about this one here, it was half the price of the Airwrap. So I bought this one, and guys, I would buy this hairdryer like 1,000 times over. So it comes with like 3 attachments, at least this one that I have. I know that there's a later version or like a later model. I bought this one in like June of 2023. but this one came with 3 attachments. I don't know how many attachments the latest version has, but I'm assuming it has 3 or more. This is my favorite attachment. This is my favorite attachment. It's like an afro comb situation. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. And what I typically do when I blow dry my hair is that I'll hold my hair like taut, and then I'll put the comb through it like that. And so this thing is so powerful. This thing is so powerful, guys. Like, yeah, like literally this blow dry maybe took me like 12 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes to blow dry my hair from start to finish. Like from the time I put the camera on and I was showing you guys this product until when I was done, 12 minutes. 12 minutes. And I feel like I'm like a hair amateur. I'm not very good at hair. So yeah, this is my this attachment is my favorite. It also comes with like a concentrated nozzle if you want to achieve a more like sleek blow dry, especially if you want to do like a silk press and you want your blow dry to act like straight in your hair. Then you use this one with like a brush, either a paddle brush or like a round brush or a detangling brush for a more sleek blow dry. It also has like a diffuser, but I don't know where my diffuser is, but it doesn't really matter because I don't wear curly hair anyways. But it has a diffuser that's like this. This is a different diffuser for another hair dryer, but the diffuser looks something like this, but obviously like in this color and a little bit smaller. In fact, it's not smaller, but the nose of it is smaller, but the diffuser is right about the size of this. Yeah, I love this hair dryer. But anyways, I woke up this morning to wash my hair, guys, so that I could go and do wig lines. Because I don't know how I'm going to get through the weekend, and my hair was looking so bad. For those of you guys who aren't aware, I am transitioning. So like the reason why my hair at the ends is so like damaged is because like the ends is like relaxed hair, whereas here maybe up to like here is like my natural hair, whereas up at the ends it's like completely relaxed hair. If you look at my hair here at the back, right, my hair here at the back is all natural hair. Like it's all natural hair here. The relaxed hair was cut off up at the back. So this is like how long my natural hair is now. It's been about 2 years, almost 2 years of transitioning. Yeah, I need to go do my wig lines. After doing my wig lines at the salon, I'm gonna go to the gym if I still have the strength. But yeah, let me get dressed. I'll get dressed for gym, go do my wig lines, straight from doing my wig lines, go to gym, and then come home and continue on with the rest of my day. I'm gonna edit while I'm at the salon because I have some work that's due today, but it shouldn't take me more than like an hour or two to edit that footage that's due namhlanje. Remember I told you guys in the previous vlog that I got a new laptop because my old one just kind of came to an end. This is the new guy inside. So I got an Apple MacBook Pro. I think this is a 13-inch if I'm not mistaken. And I bought it, guys, literally because my other MacBook malfunctioned. But it makes sense that it malfunctioned because I've literally had that laptop for maybe like 7 years now. Between 7 and 8 years, I can't remember. I think I bought it 2016? No, 2017. I bought it in 2017, so 7 years. And I got this one at Incredible Connection at Mall of Africa. I had actually first gone to the iStore because they had a special for like, this was going for, there was a discount of 2,500, so you could save like 2,500 on it. And then when I got there, they were like, oh no, sorry, the sale has ended. And I was like, okay. I was gonna purchase it still. But I also wanted to purchase a hard drive. I also wanted to purchase a new hard drive because my old hard drive like malfunctioned. So before I purchased the laptop at the iStore, something told me to just go on the Incredible Connection website and go check if this is not available. And so it was available and it was going for 3,500 Rand off. So I think the normal price of this MacBook is like 37K, but I got it for 33K. I think round about 33K, 34K, somewhere there. But I saved 3,500 Rand by going to go get it at Incredible connection. And I try to negotiate with them at the iStore. I was like, look, if you don't give me some kind of a discount here, I'm gonna have to go to the Incredible Connection and get this thing. And they're like, I was like, sharp. So I got a new laptop, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This thing is so good. It's so good. So you know, like when you don't know what you're missing, you don't know what you're missing. This is where is it? It's here. This here is my old laptop. This is my old laptop. So like this thing, when I would like edit a vlog and try to export it, it would literally take like 3 hours to export a vlog. 3, sometimes even 4 hours to export a vlog. And it was so frustrating when I edited reels for clients. Like a little 1 minute reel would take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to export. This new one, this thing is so fast. It's so fast, man. Like I love this laptop. It's making like my work and my life just so much more pleasant. The sound quality is impeccable. The processing is just guys, it's so fast. Like a reel literally doesn't even take 30 seconds to export. A vlog doesn't even take like 10 minutes to export. This one is the M3 chip, so I think it's the latest one, but it's not like the top of the range MacBook Pro. I literally bought the cheapest MacBook Pro of this chip, but there is another one I think for like 60K, and then there's another one for like 75,000, but I was like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. So I got this one. But anyways, let me go to the salon and get these wig lines done and then go about my day. And aside from the work that I need to submit today, I need to start editing to Sunday's vlog. I'm gonna take my laptop with me so I can work at the salon. I think I'm gonna make it on time for a change. I always give away too much. Guys, we are here. Sana with even a few minutes to spare. Let me go inside. Wait till the quicker I go in, the quicker this appointment can finish and I can go about my day. Yeah. Hlonipha impilo boy, hlonipha ugogo nomkhulu, ukuze insuku zande man, hlonipha ulife boy, hlonipha impilo boy. Sana, I lost my 8-hour cream, and let me just tell you, I'm in hell. I'm actually in hell. I have to go buy a new one today. Yeah, gotta scream. Yeah. Yeah, good morning. Morning. Good, thanks. How are you?
Since 2006. Yes. So, we can come something for a shoot.
Hello.
I didn't see you. I had no idea you were here.
No, it's okay. I'm good then. Cappuccino.
Okay. Can we have cappuccino, Mary?
Okay. Thank you.
So, is this your hair?
It is.
The volume.
It is my hair.
Is there some volume?
Are you gonna blow dry?
No.
Oh.
Do you wanna blow?
No. I did already this morning. Diphatele hair food and then times
Are we applying before or after the lines?
Before. Yeah, especially on the scalp because my scalp is so dry. It's a smooth something.
I know it's such a nice hair food.
It does. Probably before I do my son, I'm gonna have to come to another texture.
Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull a drop tops out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDM'in', yeah. Didn't wanna share my love till I found someone I'm sure of. Young and untamed. don't post, but I want the world to know. I'm a good catch, but I never let him catch me. No, I never let him claim me. Wild thing try to tame me, but you got my mood on sunshine. Let's take a trip, souls on big smile. Let's get this flick, stars are in line. I'm posted, lay with me in the moonlight. I wanna be bold with it. Don't care who we told about it. Well, baby, got a hold on it. Let love unfold tonight. They'll be calling us gold. No lie, so bear with it.
Is it just me or does this bonnet look like a chef's hat? Mullet, guys. Bonjour, comment things. Sarah is all of my, not yesterday, it was yesterday. Yes, it was yesterday. My battery died while I was at the salon, so hence I couldn't vlog. But come on things, come on guys. Today's Saturday. I can't believe the week has already finished. I feel like the older I get, it's kind of like it just seems to completely escape me, like completely escape me. But nonetheless, today's Saturday and I'm about to go to the gym, but I remembered while I was getting dressed, but in my previous vlog I had promised that there was something I wanted to chat about based on a comment I received, not in last week's vlog, the vlog before that, or was it 2 vlogs before, I can't remember, but it was one of my recent vlogs, one of my 3 recent vlogs. I got a comment. I want to open up the comment quickly and read it to you guys. Don't worry, we're not fighting, but I want to chat through this because it really made me so sad and it really touched me, and I have so much empathy for this babe, and I know that she's probably not the only person who is experiencing this or who has like a similar frustration. So she said, I feel like I played my cards wrong in life. 14 years married, 3 kids, staying in a 1-bedroom flat, sharing a bed with my eldest daughter who's 8 years old. Watching this made me break down and conclude a happy life is not for everyone. But congratulations, Moloko family. This really broke my heart for multiple reasons. But I thought to come and talk about it because I know that this circumstance is not unique to her. And I myself come from a very similar circumstance. And although like by the time I got married, my life had improved pretty significantly. And although I don't yet have children, so I don't know what it's like to live in a circumstance like this with a husband and children. But this circumstance is very familiar to me. And just to give you guys a little bit of context, I know that there's probably quite a lot of people who are new, and there's quite a lot of people who, even if they're not new, they don't watch all my content, so they don't have like a full story or full context of where it is that I come from. And sometimes people will come and like watch your content and they'll assume that life has always looked like this, you know, that you've always been you know, living this like super privileged life, suburban life, comfortable, where you don't really lack for anything, all of your needs are met, you're happy, and they don't know the full story and the full background of where it is that you come from and the circumstances that you've also lived throughout your life. So for those of you guys who don't have the full picture, I think I'll provide a little bit of context here. So I was born in KZN. I'm pretty young, I'm only 30 years old, but I was born in KZN to a teenage mom. And because my mom was young and still kind of needed to put her life together, I was subsequently raised by my grandparents, my mother's parents, who lived in rural KZN. I will link 2 vlogs here where I actually went home and showed you guys exactly where it is that I grew up for the first bit of my childhood. I grew up in rural KZN, Mzimkhulu to be specific. And when I was 8 years old, I moved to Johannesburg to come and live with my mom. My mom at that time had then gotten married. She had kind of put her life together. And I moved to Johannesburg and lived with my mother and my stepfather and my subsequent siblings. And although I was quite happy as a child, we didn't really have much, especially when I lived with my grandmother. My grandmother and my grandfather were both pensioners. They obviously grew up and worked in the apartheid system, so they didn't have anything really to their name. And those of you guys who've grown up as Lalini with pensioner parents or pensioner grandparents will know what that type of lifestyle is. But regardless of that, I was pretty happy and loved and taken care of as a child. I moved to come and stay with my mom and my stepfather in Johannesburg, and life was good, relatively good. I'd say they were probably like lower middle class, but although life was a little bit more comfortable living with my mom, it wasn't this. Basically is the gist of what I'm saying. But in the latter part of my teenage years, like when I was in high school, like grade 10, 11 and 12, my parents' marriage kind of started to fall apart, and they subsequently ended up getting a divorce. But with them getting a divorce, it kind of left my family, which is me and my mom and my sister, in a very like difficult financial position. My stepfather was the main breadwinner, and at the time of their divorce, my mom wasn't working. And when they split up, my father basically left us out on the street. And I say that with a straight face, because that's literally what happened. We were left on the street. He literally ended the lease of where we were living and moved out and basically told me and my mom that you can figure out where you're gonna go and live. My mom didn't have a job and we had literally nowhere to go. Okay, this is becoming something I didn't want it to be, but we literally had nowhere to go. And one of my mom's friends that she had made at church, her name was Verushka, she ended up taking us in because we had nowhere to live, we had nowhere to sleep that very night. And the new tenants were moving into that place where we had been living with my stepfather that he had just ended the lease for. And during this time I was in matric, so Uverushka, my mom's friend, God bless her soul, took us in, and we subsequently ended up living with her, or at least my mom ended up living with her for another 18 months, because that's how long it took my mom to eventually find a job. And for those 18 or so months, we were basically living under like the goodness of her heart. Like every meal that we ate, every pad that I had, every night I was able to put my head down on a pillow was all at her grace and her mercy and her like the goodness of her heart. But ever since my parents got divorced, my family has struggled financially quite significantly, like quite significantly. But nonetheless, I was still able to matriculate. I went to university, and the only reason I was able to go to university was because of scholarships and NSFAS. And to be quite honest, without those things I probably would never have gone to school and gotten to where I am today. I went to university and graduated at the end of 2015, and I did a pretty good degree. I chose a STEM degree, a professional degree that I knew that I could build a career that had good earning potential in the long term. So I graduated, and then I was unemployed for maybe about just under a year. I think 10 or 11 months after finishing my degree, I was an unemployed graduate. And at the time, my mom was living in Khayelitsha. She was a single mother. Khayelitsha is in Cape Town, by the way. She was a single mom. She had been working then, even though she wasn't really earning well, but she was working, and so she could take care of herself. She was living in Khayelitsha and with my two little sisters and my little brother. And then I had to then move back home. After I finished matric, I moved to go and stay in res, and then I had to then move in with my mom when I finished my degree because I didn't have a job. I struggled the entire year of 2016 to find a job, and only at the end of 2016 did I eventually find a job, even though it wasn't a well-paying job. And my very first ever job, I decided to move out of home, and I got a place to stay that was closer to work so that I could commute to work a little bit easier, because staying so far from work, I was working in town, in Cape Town, like in the CBD, and staying so far from town made going to work every day incredibly difficult, and using like metro rail and just public transportation in general was very difficult, and it made getting to work hard, and I was that person who was constantly late and working with abelungu. Like, a lot of them didn't have a lot of empathy with how hard the public transportation system is when you live in the township in Cape Town. But I got that job, moved out of home, and my first ever salary then was about 8,000 rand. Like, after my deductions, I was taking home 8,000 rand, and on that 8,000 rand I had to give myself a place to stay. I had to take care of all of my needs. I had to buy myself toiletries, groceries. I had to provide myself with transportation. Like, I had to do all of those things, taking home 8,000 rand. But I worked that job for maybe about a year before I got my first ever job in finance, which I feel like was the job that ultimately like changed my financial situation. But before I got that job, my mom stopped working, and I subsequently had to then take my siblings in and live with them. So I took my two little sisters in. They were teenagers at the time. They were in high school, and I had been working for like just under a year, making 8,000 rand a month. I took them in, and the place that I had gotten for myself, like to rent at the time, was like a back room, because of the property prices in Cape Town, it was all I could afford. So I was staying in this back room of somebody's house that was literally like a one room. It was literally like a one room, and I was staying there, and I had to then take my sisters in. My aunt provided me with a little bit of financial support at the time that helped me to be able to cover some of the bills. So I had to then take on these two teenage girls, and I had to provide for them and feed them and make sure they get to school and basically take care of their needs. This was difficult on so many levels. One, because I had to kind of take on a parenting responsibility of two teenage girls that were my sisters, not my actual children. And I feel like that put such a strain on our relationship, because I had to take on a parenting role, whereas I was supposed to be a big sister. And I'm sure all of you guys know that there's a very big difference between the relationship you have with your older sister versus the relationship you have with a parent. But it was also difficult financially, because I was barely making enough to be able to cover my own expenses, my own living expenses. But on top of that, the space that I lived in just didn't allow for 3 people to live in such a small, concentrated space. But those were my circumstances, and those were the circumstances that I had to work through. But honestly, whenever I look back on the story, I realize again and again how good the Lord has been and how much He has provided for me, like under every circumstance that I have found myself. But fast forward a couple of months after taking my sisters in, I landed my very first ever job in finance. And that job, this was in 2017. Yeah, I think it was 2017. I landed my very first ever job in finance, and that job was paying me 25,000 rand. And it was like a very junior entry-level job, like a fresh out of varsity type of job. And that job changed my life. Like it truly changed my life. And I know that like 25,000 rand may not seem like a lot, but when you come from those types of circumstances of being homeless and then living in a one room and then having to take in your siblings when you're only earning 8,000 rand, 25,000 rand can literally change your life. And I got that job. I was so happy. I was able to move out of the back room that I was renting, and I was able to get myself an apartment. And I got us a 1-bedroom apartment in Pinelands. And because Pinelands is a southern suburb in Cape Town, it was still relatively pretty expensive. And in Cape Town, like getting an apartment and getting a lease is very difficult. So I needed a friend of mine to help me get a lease. And I've spoken about this in one of my previous vlogs about how a friend of mine from church, we're now friends, but back then she was more like a big sister. In fact, she still is kind of like an older sister in my heart and in my eyes. Her and her husband got me a lease, and they signed the lease for me because I couldn't qualify for the lease by myself. They signed the lease for me, and I was then subsequently able to move into that apartment. It was a 1-bedroom apartment, and I shared that apartment with my 2 teenage sisters, and the 3 of us lived in that 1-bedroom apartment. And it was like everything I could have ever dreamed of at the time. Like, it was everything I could have ever dreamed of, because like for the past maybe 5 or 6 years before that, life was so different and so difficult, and finally being able to stay like in an area like that, have an actual apartment with like a kitchen and a separate bedroom and a separate bathroom, was such a big deal to me. And then in addition to buying that apartment, I also bought my first ever car from that very same salary. I bought myself a Hyundai i10, my beginning little car, and I loved and adored that car. Like, I loved that car. I still love it to this day, even though I don't drive it anymore. My husband is the one that drives it, and he gives me his car because his car is the nicer one. But I bought myself a car, and those circumstances of getting like that beginning little car and getting that 1-bedroom apartment for me and my sisters to live in, that was in a safe and beautiful and comfortable environment, really made our lives so much better. Like, it made our lives so much better. But even with all of that, I was so grateful to God. But I always believed in my heart that it can still get better than this. Life can still get better than this. I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment now, but I know that I can get into a 2-bedroom apartment. I know that I can buy a home. I know that I can buy a bigger home. I know that I can still provide better for myself and for my children. And I guess that's always like a mindset that I had, even when life was incredibly difficult, is that I always believed that life could get better, that my current circumstances don't have to be my final form. And I know that there is an art in having gratitude for where you are, and having gratitude for the fact that God has provided these current circumstances that you're in, of which, like, we ought to be grateful for everything that the Lord provides, because God doesn't actually owe us anything. You know, God is not obligated or forced to give us anything. Anything that He does give us, the food that we eat, the homes that we have, the clothes on our backs, are not by force. They are not a must. He gives it to us because He's gracious. He gives these things to us because He's merciful. We don't deserve anything from God, is the gist of what I'm trying to say. So I know that there's a balance that we must always find with being grateful for how far we have come, and being grateful for even the current circumstances that we have, and the things that God has provided in the current environment that we are in. But I think there is so much value in constantly believing that life can get better, and that the current circumstances that you are in do not have to be your final form. I don't think that it's useful to only just believe and not actually put in any like work or effort into like actively changing your circumstances. But before you can even put in that work, you have to have the hope, and you have to have the trust and the belief that life genuinely can get better. So moving along, I stayed in my 1-bedroom apartment for about 3 years, and both of my sisters finished matric. They both went on to university, go and study like in university. The older one, Uziko, she went to the University of Pretoria, and then the little one, Ulirata, she went to Rhodes University, and they both studied with NSFAS. So when they had matriculated, then I felt like, okay, now I can, you know, kind of push my life forward according to the path that I knew I always wanted to follow. I had already been in a relationship with my husband for a couple of years by the time my sisters matriculated, and I always knew that I wanted to move to Johannesburg for multiple reasons. One, I felt like Black people just live better in Joburg compared to Cape Town. I felt like opportunities for Black people are a little bit better here. Black people earn better in Johannesburg. And also, I wanted to be with my husband. We're not married at the time, but we knew that that's kind of the trajectory that we were headed towards. So once my sisters matriculated, I then started actively looking for a job, and I had waited for them to matriculate because I don't want to upend their life and like destabilize their life that we had kind of built for ourselves in Cape Town, and move them to Joburg and have to put them in new school. So I waited for them to finish matric, both of them, and only after that did I start looking for a job in Joburg. And literally within maybe like 6 or 8 months of me looking for a job, I got a job in Joburg. But this was during the pandemic when I landed my job, so I couldn't come up to Joburg to come and look for an apartment for myself. And by the way, by the time I got my job in Joburg, my salary had increase from what I had started with when I first got my first job in finance. So I was earning much better by then, and so I was able to get myself a bigger apartment when I moved to Johannesburg. I couldn't come and look for the apartment myself, but my husband was living here, and it was during the pandemic, and we always knew that whatever apartment I get when I moved to Johannesburg will probably be the apartment that we then move in together to live in. So anyways, I found an apartment on Property 24 that I could afford the rent, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and I could afford that apartment because I was earning so much better back then. My husband went and looked at the apartment for me, and we got a lease, and I moved up to Johannesburg, started my job, and moved into that apartment. I will put the vlogs here of that apartment, as well as the first ever vlog I made when I moved to Johannesburg. In fact, I started this channel when I moved to Johannesburg, I believe. But yeah, and I lived alone in that apartment. My husband and I didn't live together. We had always planned that we'd live together and fully combine our finances once we were married. So I lived in that apartment for myself. I was fully responsible for myself and responsible for that place. I continued to support my little sister, the youngest one, because she was still in varsity at that time. I wasn't paying her school fees, but I would help her with like a monthly stipend every month while she was still in school. So I moved to Joburg, started my job, moved into that beautiful apartment, and a couple of months after I moved here, my husband and I got married. And I think that was another thing, aside from getting a job in finance, increasing my salary, getting another job, another thing that really changed my financial circumstances was getting married. And I guess it changed my way in two ways. One, just the factor of having a double income can really change your circumstances. Having two incomes in the household as opposed to one can really go such a long way in terms of the property you're able to buy, the areas you're able to live in, where your kids are able to go to school, and. So that was the one factor. The other factor was the fact that my husband earned, wow, like, he's not wealthy, and by no means does he even come from a wealthy family, and him and I are still kind of building our life and building our wealth together, but he earned well. And so getting married to him was able to elevate my life and make my life so much better. I was already able to take care of myself. I was already able to pay my own bills and pay my own car installment and pay my own rent and look after all of my needs and even help my family without my husband. But getting married to him really helped to elevate my life and give me the life that I now have. Yeah, so that's the kind of context that I want you guys to be aware of whenever like you see this, and whenever you see not just me but any other like creator or person that you follow on social media, is the fact that there's always a backstory to like someone's life, and people don't just kind of wake up. I mean, okay, some people do just kind of wake up in or are born in like the most expensive suburbs in Johannesburg. Some people are kind of born into that level of privilege and that level of wealth, but that's not always everybody's circumstances. Certainly was not my circumstances. But yeah, that's a kind of summary. There was a whole lot of other things that happened throughout my life, like socioeconomically, but I think I'll preserve that for like future conversations and future chats. But I just wanted to highlight and give context to where it is that I come from, the circumstances that I grew up in, and how it is exactly that I landed how it is that I landed where I am now. And I hope that you're able to find some level of encouragement in what I'm saying, and as much as I am like fully aware and like eternally grateful for how far God has brought me in my life and how significantly my life has changed just in the past like 7 or 8 years, or the past 10 years. I'm so grateful for how my life has changed and how far the Lord has brought me. But in my heart, I still believe that it gets better than this. And I still fully have hope and am actively working towards a better than this. I often talk about how my husband and I are hoping that this is not going to be our forever home, because we genuinely believe although right now in our current circumstances we cannot afford better than this, we know that in 10 years time we will, and in 20 years time we'll be able to afford even better than that. And we genuinely believe that, like in the core of who we are, we believe that it can get better than this. And like I said earlier, that's always a hope and a belief I've always had in my heart, that life life can get better. Like you can change your circumstances. Like you really can. You can go from a household income of 8,000 rand to a household income of multiple millions. Like you really can. Like you really can. I know that like it's easier said than done, and maybe in a separate video I'll talk about, you know, some of the life choices that I had to make and the life choices that my husband also had to make in order for us to get to where we are now. Because like I guess, how do I put this, us landing where we are now didn't just happen. Like it didn't just happen. It required very active decision making. It required like a significant amount of labor over a period of maybe about 10 to 12 years for us to get to where we are. It can happen quicker for other people, but for us, because of the circumstances that we came from, that's how long it took us to get to where we are now. So it didn't just happen, and I guess when you're trying to lift yourself up from a situation to land yourself in another situation, it doesn't just happen. And I'm not gonna sell you dreams and pretend like, oh, if you just manifest, if you just, you know, believe, you're gonna change your circumstances, because you will not. I do think that the belief is important, and the belief is there to motivate you to even start working hard, because I would imagine it's very difficult to work towards anything if you don't believe that anything can actually happen. Hence I keep saying, it's important to have the hope and the belief and the faith that things will get better, and on top of that faith and on top of that hope, put in the work that is necessary. And I know some people will say things like, oh, but you and your husband are young. I'm 30 years old, my husband is 33. People will say, oh, but you and your husband are young, you had the favor of time on your side. Granted, and that is true. But someone that I like to, I guess, using it as an example, is my father-in-law. My father-in-law, aside from the fact that he is such a good father and such a good husband, he's kind and present, and he loves us and he loves his wife, and he's such a good masculine role model for my husband and my future children. Aside from all of those things that I love and admire about my father-in-law, something that I might not have mentioned before is the fact that my father-in-law is a doctor. He's in his 60s now, and he's a doctor, but he only became a doctor in his 50s. He only became a doctor in his 50s. So my husband didn't grow up in the privilege of having ubaba or you know, he didn't grow up in that privilege, because my father-in-law went to university to become a doctor when my husband was in university. And through him going to med school and becoming a doctor, he has been able to kind of improve the quality of him and his wife's life so significantly. They now live a much more comfortable life and they're happy. The reason why I'm mentioning this is because I want you to know that, like, you don't have to be 18 years old and go to university in order to create a good life for yourself like we did. Even if you're 30 years old or you're 40 or you're 50, like, you still have the ability to change your circumstances, and you still have the ability to change your life. Like, it doesn't have to end, especially if you're unhappy with where you currently are. It doesn't have to end. It doesn't have to end there. Yeah, okay. Kudala Ted. I think I'm gonna end it there. Let me know if maybe in a future video you want me to chat about some of the life choices that my husband and I made to get us to where we are now, because I think maybe there's a lot of value in that, because I think it's not very helpful to say to people, oh, go to school and do something, because not every degree is going to land you like high paying jobs. Not every qualification is going to land you like the best corporate jobs. And in fact, even if you are in the best degree in the best university, there's still like things you have to do to put yourself ahead to get to where you want to be. So let me know if that would be valuable content, and let me know if you found this chit chat useful. Okay. Let me finish my coffee. Say day, yeah, Banda. Let me finish my coffee, and then we can go to the gym. Yeah.
Up and leave. Take a lot of courage just to live out your dreams. Bigger picture I could see if I just close my eyes. Have the foresight to believe. Time don't move backwards, it speeds me to the future filled with I'm good. I'm good. Actually, more than good. Kinda great. Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. When I'm 123, really wish that all my heroes would notice me, so I could be one of the greats on a big stage, inspiring people to pray and give thanks, 'cause somehow we made it. We're always protected while building our legacy. Travel
Come on. Come, baby, come. Come, my darling. Let's go. 16 carriages driving away. Voila. I have a proposal. Please, come on. You haven't even heard what I'm going to say. Must I wait for you in the car? Yeah. We are going to go and get coffee at Seattle. I was in the gym. It was so nice, actually. How did you sleep? We still have those free ones, ne? Ganti, what's the point of having free thingy if your wife can't use them? And he could just tell her but he wants a divorce and then thank you so much, ne? Thank you. Cheers. Cheers.
I need to start developing my father's
stank face. And one thing about Papa, he has a proper stank face.
He doesn't mess around with the thing. Sira asi?
Yes, so where should we go to get your suits, colleagues? We're gonna get one from colleagues, one from Woolies.
What day is it today?
Saturday.
No, I mean the date. The 20th.
It's the... I think it's the 20th. I don't know, the 19th?
It's the 20th.
The 20th.
My dad was on Thursday, like, jeez.
Oh. I saw here there's contractors and kitchen makers up here along this road. You see Italian kitchens, wardrobes, decor. Maybe we must come and approach one of these companies to do our wardrobe.